What's up, everybody in YouTube land? So as many of you know, or at least if you pay attention to my channel, I had a CBR 600RR 2 years ago that was stolen, and then I bought an R1. Well, guess what? This isn't an R1 because my R1 was stolen at the middle of March, and such a pain in the ass to deal with, especially for dealing with it for two bikes. So that's a dead deer. Now we've got a 2016 hopefully this one doesn't get stolen, 2016 S1000RR premium package. Obviously it's a BMW. One of my favorite canyons, Wolf Creek, which is coming up around the bend here. I've been riding it I've already put 1,000 miles on this thing since I bought it. I bought it used, but man, really miss the R1. Really excited to have this guy, and we'll see what I think. I've done this canyon so many times on so many different bikes. It's a good litmus test to see how these are. So right now I got it in sport mode, third gear, add a cruise control, which by the way is awesome. Get down to second gear, and let's see how this thing does. So like right off the bat, like people have asked me, you know, which one have I liked more, the R1 or the S1000? And to be honest with you, I like them both. Like they're both great bikes. They both have their little markets and everything like that. But I will say, like compared to the R1, like this doesn't have much character. Like it just does everything good. Like the R1 had like unless you got it flashed, had like a really twitchy throttle. This thing is just like crazy smooth. This one has auto blip, so you get like your up and down shifts. Hey, motorcycle guy, which is nice. The R1 only had up, so this is up and down, which is something different. It's like it's weird to get used to, like not having to like grab the clutch. You literally, like, I'll shift up to fourth. But yeah, you literally just come into your turn. There's fourth, third, second, brake, lean over, enter the turn. Well, it's really smooth. Like it does everything like great. The engine doesn't sound as nice as the R1, but that's kind of to be expected in a lot of ways. And this just also just has the factory. I messed up my line. This has just the factory exhaust, so no aftermarket or anything like that on this one compared to my R1. So it's a lot less quieter, but the throttle response is smooth. These bars are also a little bit wider, which is comfy when you're riding on the street. But I feel like you have to put a little more input in, at least for me anyway. That's what it feels like when I'm turning this bike. It doesn't. Could also be the tires. I usually rock Q3 Pluses, Dunlop Q3 Plus. These are Diablo Rosso 2s, which are like a sport touring tire. That still handles pretty well. Let's see, third gear. Like second gear. Like I said, I haven't hit this canyon all year. They opened it not too long ago, but so it's a great bike. It's got the heated grips, cruise control, auto blip up and down. I do miss the LED display on my R1, but this does feel good. Like it feels great. Like it does everything good. It just doesn't have like it's a very German. I mean, it is German, but it's just, you can just tell it's very it's engineered the way that Germans engineer stuff. Like everything is the way it's supposed to be. We're second. Ooh, second. Jesus. And it just goes. Like it does its thing. It does everything perfectly. This is nice. Like it has a max lean angle. So right now on the left side I've leaned over 33 degrees. On the right side I've leaned over 40 degrees. I love the bike. Like I just need to get some add my own some of my own touches to it, but it's in the Of course, that BMW blue that everybody loves, that I love too. It's a little slippery right here. Ooh, there's a rut in the middle of the road. It's a great bike, man. I'm like, I miss the R1, and like people have asked me like, why didn't I go out and buy another R1? I just like I had too many good memories on that bike, and I didn't want to buy another R1, and like maybe not have as good of an experience. So I had a Honda, switched to Yamaha. When these came out, the 2010 models came out like in 2009, and I remember looking at these bikes and thinking like, oh, like I'll never, like that's like a super bike, that's out of my world, that's out of my realm of possibilities. By the way, these guardrails are nice. These are so motorcyclists don't die. But so this has always been kind of like the dream bike for me. I just never thought I was gonna own one. I really like that they installed all these. Still snow up here, so we'll take it a little bit slow. But I do feel like I have to put more like input in the handlebars than I did with the R1. But I still love it, dude. It's just such a great bike. So R1 was stolen in March. And then I waited until the beginning of June. I waited. I had to find like the bike. There's a lot of for sale out there, but some of them are too much money, and others are just not in like just not in good condition. So I had to wait it out. I'm happy I bought this bike. I got a decent deal on it, I feel like, for what it came with, what it does. And yeah, I'm excited for this season finally. Like, I haven't posted a video forever. I was just kind of disheartened about the whole thing. Like, it really sucked. I love that R1 bike, but it's nice to give this a go. Oof, Goldwing. The other thing I don't like is just like everybody's different. Like when I set up for a turn, like I usually like to like downshift, and then I'll usually brake a little bit with the rear brake, and on the can't see it, on the R1 it's like right where your foot would be. Like if you just had it on the peg, it's like this one it's angled down a little bit more. So I'm still kind of getting used to that. So I feel like it makes me ride a little bit differently, but I mean you can't beat a BMW as far as like speed and all the traction control, gyro, all the blah blah blah, ABS Pro, like all that crazy stuff. Dynamic traction control. It's just a fucking phenomenal bike. And I'm glad I have it. I do feel like this like when you get into the right body position, like everything gels together really well. Like they really put thought into like how the person's going to be leaned over, like where their feet are going to be, where their legs are going to be, all that stuff. So it does feel a little more confidence inspiring in the turns than the R1. But the only thing is these larger, I shouldn't say larger, wider handlebars that are on the BMW, and that's mainly just for comfort, so you're not like the whole time like on the R1. There's third gear. Like if you're thinking of getting a, you know, an S1000 or an R1, you really can't go wrong with either. It just kind of depends on what luxuries you want and what you don't. Like I do miss the LCD display that was on the R1, but this thing right here, this guy, cruise control. It's like, it's so amazing, especially when you're doing long rides like on the freeway to get to the twisties. It's just nice to be able to like, just hands-free. It's not the safest thing to do. You always usually want to keep a hand on the bars, but yeah, this is it, man. I'll flash up some photos and do a little walk around here in a second when I get up to the top. But yeah, 2016 S1000RR BMW, just an amazing bike, and it's glad to be back on. I'm glad to be back on two wheels, frankly. I was missing it a lot, missing all your buddies going out on rides and all that stuff. Let's get this ass over. I will say, a lot of people complain about the brakes on the R1. I always found them to be okay. They weren't the best. These ones have like just a lot of bite, so you really gotta watch your braking. Like on the R1, I feel like you could grab a handful of brake, and it would like it didn't lunge you forward as much. And that could also be like up to the suspension setting too. No shifting, just down to second. Set it for the turn, and interval the other one. But it's just this is like, you can't go wrong with this bike. I'm just so happy to have another motorcycle. So, there you go. We'll get up here. I'll probably do a cut right here. No, this is my favorite. I don't know why this has always been like my favorite turn. I think it's because it's like the last one. I've always loved it. There you go. We'll get off this bike and do a quick little walk around so you guys can see it. Okay, little walk around. It was clean. I just detailed it, the front of it and the gas tank a minute ago, but there it is with new bugs. Oh. These tires are actually okay. There's the giant exhaust. Why is there fingerprints on that exhaust? God damn it. But yeah, I love the color too. That blue and white and with the little red streak. Especially like just this front end, like right here. That's just money. Love it. And then here's my tires. You know, I like to leave a little bit. That's my oh shit strip. You have chicken strips, and then you have oh shit strips. Oh shit strips are like the little bit you have left when you're on the street riding. In case you go into a turn too hot or something like that, you have just a little bit left. So, yeah. No license plate yet either. But there you go. 2016 BMW S1000RR Premium Edition. Oh, there's the giant shifter as well. The auto blipper. Yeah, I think it looks good. I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Should I got another R1? Or was this a good choice? Go ahead and post it in the comments below. Okay, man. Love you guys. Live forever 83. See ya.